Zoom. Josh, want to get us started?
Yeah, obviously not the result that you guys wanted today, Andre. What do you guys have to do to kind of turn this ship around and get back to the way you guys were playing last year?
Yeah, I think when you look at the game, I think the two goals that they scored were off of mistakes. And if you look at the games before this, I think a lot of the goals that we gave up was off of mistakes. We have to try to limit those and try to create some of our own. I think we're not scoring enough, so we're not really putting the teams under pressure, and that has to come from every player on the pitch. But yeah, we just got to keep working. It's the fifth game. It's tough for us, but we got to dig ourselves out of it, and just got to keep working.
Yeah. How do you keep yourselves focused and I guess, on the right path when it is so easy to get frustrated when, you mass hit a crossbar today, for example, completely different game if that goes in, right? Like how do you guys keep on that path when things aren't going your way?
Yeah, I think it's just, looking at the good stuff that we do and trying to keep pressing on those and man, eventually we're going, you see Val on the road for a while and credit to them, they came here today and they showed a lot of character in the game and they got the two goals deservedly, and they won the game.
Yeah. Last one for me. This has been sort of not quite the same, but similar in trajectory to last year. You guys took a little while to kind of find your feet, and then you were competing for trophies by the end of it. As the team captain, what are you telling the guys right now in the locker room after a loss like this?
Yeah, I think it's tough to keep it positive, to be honest, but it's a big job of mine to try to keep the younger guys and the team, focused on us coming out of this hole that we've dug for ourselves. I think as a leader of the team, I have to try my best to go for perfection. I think when I look at the first goal, I think I should have played the ball, try to play it in the midfield, and then they come down and they score. So it's tough when those kind of things happen because I like to lead by example, but at the same time, I know the guys, would take my word, and I just got to keep them up and keep positive and keep it moving.
That's all for me. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. You mentioned about positivity, but sometimes is it almost good to see the frustration, to channel that into the energy to moving forward? You almost don't want to see too much, you don't really want to see smiles or positivity after certain games. Is it almost good to see sometimes frustration because you can use that in a good way?
No, 100%. I think, a lot of the guys, there's a passion for the game, you want to win every game. And I think when you do not, given what we did last year, and us not being able to find our feet as early as 5 games, I think it's tough. But guys are passionate. Guys are trying. I don't think effort is the reason why we are where we are. I think it's just probably limiting the sloppy mistakes and being a little more clinical in front of goal or being a little more gritty in defense. I think that's what's gonna win you the games. But as you said, sometimes too much positivity just goes out the door at one point when you keep losing games. So it's good to see the guys passionate and it's alright to be negative once you know the person. It's okay.
And as far as team bonding or sometimes getting on the road could be a good thing. I know it's sometimes an advantage to be in front of your home crowd, but how do you feel about going and playing on the road?
Yeah, I think I think us having a game on Friday is probably a good thing. At least we can get a game off as early as 3 days, 4 days. So positive result on the road can definitely change the mindset, and we can start to see some stars again.
Thank you. Andrew, go to Zoom. Benedict, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Andre, you touched on a little bit there, but just wondering, you mentioned play a game in 3 days. How important is it just to put this one behind you and turn your focus straight away to the next one and recovery and keep doing the next one?
Yeah, I think we don't really have a choice. We have a game in 3 days, but we look at some video tomorrow, and as I said, a big part of where we are right now is because of we know what it is, and it just seems to happen, every game. Teams make mistakes, but we have to be a little more gritty in defense and a little more clinical up top. And it's good that we have the day tomorrow. We look at some video and we keep working and we focus on Friday.
Thanks, Andre. Good luck with the next one.
Thank you.
Thanks, Benedict. Thanks, Andre.